But yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone on Twitch is having a good night. I know it's an impossible ask that everyone on Twitch has a good night. But because there are like probably 1 million viewers right now on Twitch, right? There's no. I wonder why my gameplay footage right there is like a little bit choppy. I wonder if it comes across. Oh, what did I do? That's not what I meant to do. I wonder if it's just OBS making it appear choppy, or if it is actually choppy on the stream. I guess I can look. Yeah, there I am. I will take a look. I'll pay attention to my my stream up there. We will go like this. And it's only really apparent when we're walking slowly over the landscape. Because there's like smooth scrolling there, and it's supposed to be smooth, and it's smooth on my gameplay, on my emulator, but on my OBS it is very choppy. It's like much reduced FPS. All right, so I'm gonna go back down because I didn't save, and I'll tell you, yeah, it is choppy on my output. Huh. Wonder how to fix that. I did have a lot of dropped frames during my past few streams, and I fixed that by reducing the bitrate that I'm outputting, because my ISP is apparently a shit ass and sucks at being an ISP. But anyway, let's see how much I actually got. Items, 36 heals. I'm gonna try it with 36 heals. If I get there and I figure it's not enough, then I'll just make the walk back. Let's see if we can one-shot these guys. That guy a one-shot, because I got a crit. I like when I get a whole bunch of hits and it's critical, so it's critical on all of the hits, which is awesome. Yeah, I can just basically one-shot these guys. Oh, and I am stunned? Does stun carry over? How do I... Nope, it doesn't. I'm back to normal. Status. Let me just look. Yep, no, I'm back to normal. Regular. Alright, I need to get this off of my screen, because that is annoying having an extra me up there. Yeah, so... Alright, let's try again. I that was a stupid move, leaving without any healing potions. And I feel like I don't even have enough now to get through. So those healing potions are pretty weak at level 10. But let's get in there, and we'll finally see the dungeon. I would love to see this dungeon. I've been streaming for what seems to me like 45 minutes or something. 50 minutes, yeah. And I haven't yet gotten into the dungeon yet. So we will see. We will see. Come on. You sit here and you spill your whole life story after inputting your commands, and it is still going this turn. Reminds me of when we played D&D. Like I am a huge part of why my D&D sessions go slowly, because I pretty much insist on doing all of my like initiative order and hit point tracking and stuff like that by pen and paper, by hand, so that I have a record of it, because I did it again, because electronically you don't have a record. Usually, they always go first. Usually, anything that you have, like a software program or an app on your phone or something, for this kind of thing, is it is very temporary. Like you clear it and you never think about it again. But I like to have the record in my binder of how, like, what exactly happened. You know, like when I get when somebody gets hit, I like scratch off like a one stroke through the hit points, and then reduce their hit points, and then write that down. So there's like a record of what happened to that character at any point. And I really like having that, so I can like just kind of look it over in the future, you know? These great imps. Jesus. I think, yes, it was the wolf that poisoned me. Okay, so I'm gonna drink a pure, and you, my friend, are gonna die. I think one hit should be enough. Should be. If we're thinking about, you know, spreading out our hits tactically, and not just trying to kill the wolf right away to save $75. That is shit. Okay, so the I guess it's a werewolf. I thought it was a great wolf, so it is not. It's apparently a werewolf. It doesn't look like a werewolf, because I've seen the fanfics of werewolves, and that's not what that looks like. They usually have enormous pecs, with the washboard belly, you know, and the huge muscles on the shoulders and the arms and stuff. And you know, I've seen it before, and that's not what they look like. They don't look like a wolf like that, you know. And I will need to fix Bruce Lee's poison. Oh, that is in fact how Bruce Lee died, isn't it? If you believe the conspiracy theorists. Pure upon Bruce Lee. I do like to have him second last, even though it doesn't really matter. So let's finally get into the Marsh Cave. This is the first time I've seen this in a long time. Not bad. Very, the music, feels like windy to me, like a snake. It's like, you know, it's like, and I think there's a lot of poison here, which actually makes sense. A muck? What am I even looking at? What is that sprite? Is it standing on its chin? And it's got this like mushroom body above it? Hey, how you doing? Retro homebrew. There you are. I'm just looking at this muck and I'm thinking, that looks wrong in some way. You know, like I can't pinpoint it. I did buy some pures. And I have cleared this dungeon a couple of times in the past, but I don't remember anything about it, right? And from what I read a couple of months ago, there was poison in here, if this is the right place that I'm thinking of. But you know, what do you do? Shadows. 1 hit point damage. Doesn't look like they affected me, like no status ailment. I feel like a shadow will take half damage by just attacking. No. Okay. And of course my thief doesn't kill it. Ineffective. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, no, he was attacking the blank space. Obviously, of course. I was talking about ooh. I feel like it's too soon. Too soon to go down. Try using a light bulb. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna try that next time. Next time I come across a shadow, I'm just gonna just get it in there. There are endless jokes about how many things it takes screwing a light bulb. Warriors of light, I guess, to kill a shadow. I'm gonna go down. maybe I should check the map just to make sure there's nothing super valuable on the first level. But first thing I'm gonna do is go down. If I die, I die. I've saved just before heading out here, so if I die, I die. What am I looking at? I'm looking at these. Let's go see if there's any chests available. There is a short sword, which is I don't need that. I can sell that. Short sword. Like I'm already decked out. All my characters are decked out, unless there's like some magic sword or something. I don't need like a I hope I'm decked out. I spent like so long grinding at Elfheim. Oh, these ones are called scum, not muck. Okay, this is a second level mucks. Makes sense because we're on the second level. I wanted to ask you, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Retro homebrew? Because I am a fanatic. not really. I am a DM though, and I do enjoy the fact that Dungeons and Dragons is a very popular tabletop game, and will be first in everyone's minds when they go to, like, if they're looking to join a game or something like that. And I love new players and that kind of thing. You have not played it. Okay, yep, that is it's a lot. Even though FF1 is based on it, yes, that's why I bring it up, actually. Just because there are so many not differences, similarity. Yes, there are a lot of differences, but what I was trying to say is there's a lot of similarities between early edition Dungeons and Dragons and Final Fantasy 1. This doesn't look good. This looks like I'm gonna get hit. No? Okay. It's just empty. Okay. There's another thing over there. Alright, let's go see. Okay. Okay. That looks like another stair down. How many levels are there? There's 3 levels. Am I fast? Oh, the bats are actually... Was that... Was that a coincidence? Like the bat kind of went into me there, and I didn't realize that they might be. I didn't think that they might be, like actual bad guys. I thought they were set dressing. Oh wait, hold on. Let's get you drank in a pure. I think 2 on this scorpion should be fine. Of course, Bruce Lee, you are now poisoned. Everybody expected that to happen. That's fine. I should maybe wait until the end of the battle to be healing myself, because these guys seem to have a high rate of poisoning. Yeah, there is a lot of poison in this dungeon. I was right to be a little worried and buy a whole bunch of pures. Okay. Critical hit? Yes, perfect. Terminated. Awesome. Well, talking about D&D more. I first started playing D&D when I was looking for a summer camp. My city has a lot of great summer camps, and a lot of like different, like there's a whole program dedicated to funding summer camps, and it's like the city runs like tons and tons and tons of them, of these programs. And so the first, okay, so the bat's still there, so it wasn't the bat that instigated the fight. So the first one that it wasn't my first summer program. It was the first summer program that summer, because they run for a few weeks and then you are signed up for another one. Some of them run for the whole time, but that's not the ones I was looking for. I was looking for specific ones. So the first one that they are not in the right order. I don't want to be that. How come the sprites look different here than they do when you're on the world map? Like, look, I'll switch it out. Like, you see this red mage, and you switch it back, and that's the sprite. Like, it doesn't look the same. Like, it doesn't look like the same character. Anyways, so the first one that I chose. Oh, and I need to heal myself. I will use these. Oh, they're so weak. I might even need more of these. The first one that I chose was a sailing. Yeah, the thief has different hair color. It's the thief. Like, I was looking at it when someone got poisoned, and I was looking at the overworld sprite, and I was like, who is that? That is like a fifth member. Turns out it was the thief. Iron. What do I have? Armor. Yeah, no, I have iron. The only person who can wear iron has iron. So that'll just be sold. Okay. Here's another poison heavy fight. So the first summer camp that I chose, and I guess I was maybe 11 or 12 at this point, was a sailing club, and that is something that I think my mom like sort of talked me into that one, because she, like, her husband at the time, it was her second husband, was and like had a sailboat and everything, and it was like something I had already been out on the water and everything like that. So I tried it, and it was these tiny little sailboats that are like made for like maybe 2 people. Like, you can do it with one, but you kind of can't because of a reason I'll go into imminently. they are so small. Like the keel is big, so if it tips, you can see this big long keel that goes into the water, and it is totally necessary, absolutely 100% necessary, because they tip at like 30 degrees. It is harrowing being on these boats, and when they tip like that, and you're like, it's usually like when you're turning and you catch the wind full side on. Oh, got some levels. You have to like grip the boat and like lean way out over the top part. And if you turn again the other way, you have to kind of like scramble to the other side and then lean way out again. And I capsized, which is a term for flipping your boat, so many times. And at one point I returned to land, and I was like bawling. Like, I didn't want this to be the case anymore. I did not want I'm not poisoned, but I am low on hit points. I should fix that. Something like that. And maybe Yuffies. I can top up Yuffies. I think I will actually have enough heals. I was doubting that before. I wasted some of that heal. So I talked my mother into with the help of the program directors. Okay, that's not bad. Talking my mother into switching programs for me, which isn't usually done. And I'm sure there was like, she had to like pay again, which is like she wasn't poor or anything, but like that's kind of annoying. And what I chose was a D&D summer camp, day camp. And I think that was probably pretty unique at the time. And my mother's no stranger to games. She was like an IT kind of person. I think I've spoken about her on the stream before. A satanic camp, yes. If you want Satan, you go into the D&D, because that's how they do, you know. But yeah, I think it was pretty unique, and my mother was no stranger to games. And so she was fine to put me into that. And that was my first experience with Dungeons and Dragons, was these like full day and like week-long epic games, right? And I didn't know what I was doing. I played a halfling thief at the you know, I was being guided by like the older people there. And they were like, be a halfling thief. We need that in this party. What is this? Those sprites are wild. I really like them. That like fucking like running scimitar skeleton. It's so cool. I think the crawl is probably the most dangerous thing there. So I'm gonna hit that once with bonk. Hit this bone with the rest. The red bone. And you know, I was trying to steal from the party and stuff like that, because I saw a thief and I'm like, oh, stealing, that's what I do. It was a lot of fun. And so I was like passing notes to the DM, and it was stupid. It was like, he took me aside. He was like, you know, you can't really steal the axe, because like, where are you putting it? You are tiny. This is a great axe, you know, like it's huge. You can't hide it. And should I keep hitting that crawl? No, I'm gonna go to the bone. Okay, so 20 damage will kill those bones, so they're pretty fragile. But yeah, there was that whole Dungeons and Dragons summer camp was a lot of fun for me, even if I was learning something new and it was like taxing and challenging. For me, it was still a lot of fun. And I got a set of dice out of it. And afterwards, I talked my mom into going to like a nearby hobby store, or maybe my counselor was talking to my mom about where she could get resources for this. And so I got the player's handbook, like halfway through the summer camp. We went to the, oh shit. Did I look? Ah, found a house. Nice. Treasure box is empty. I think I actually already looked through that. Was I going left or right? I think I was going left. A copper band. The bands are armor, I think. I think I have to look up the difference between the chain and the copper band. I may have had a hey, let me just make sure that it is in place of the chain. It is. I just need to look this up. I need to look this up myself. Final Fantasy 1 copper band. It should bring up bracelet. This is called a bracelet. A simple magical item made out of copper. It is worn around the wrist of a hero who does not wish to be burdened down with large, bulky armor. The copper bracelet is enchanted to provide minor protection and does not work when other armor is worn. However, for many mages, wizards, and wizards who do not wear other armor because it interferes with their spellcasting, the copper bracelet is an excellent way to improve chances of survival. So that doesn't sound like red mages, because red mages can wear chain armor. But if I had like a black mage or a white mage, that would be good for them. So I'm gonna sell that. All right, yeah. And what I was saying was there was a hobby store nearby, and I was. We walked in there, and I still remember it pretty vividly, even though my memory really sucks, like real bad. This is like a core memory for me, to put it in the vernacular of that movie about emotions. See, memory. Let's kill this guy first. I think that one hit from Bonk should do it, if I'm remembering correctly. And so we went in there, and she blew a bunch of money on me. Like, I got the player's handbook. I believe I got the... No, I didn't get... I must not have gotten the DM's handbook before, because they recommended the player's handbook. And then I got the Oriental Adventures supplement, just because I liked... Oh, there's a crawl there. Fuck. Let's kill that. Just because I liked the way that looked, and I was a fan of like martial arts movies and stuff like that. And I also got I was kind of a fan of like sports and stuff too, and mainly baseball, but they had some Blood Bowl figures there, and I was like, that I want that. and it was like a team of orcs, and I was like, they were wearing these like huge chunky like pauldrons, you know, the football armor, what do you call that, equipment, and they had spikes coming off them, and they looked so super cool. Shit. And so I bought those two, and I still have those, and I still have the let me just look to see if I'm down hit points or whatever. I can help myself to some heals. I think it's 30, so there you go. Oh no. Oh, I almost fucked myself there. And Yuffie can get some too. Right. Hopefully, like, I'd love this to be the end dude, but I don't know if it is. But like, look at that. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Wizards. They are gonna be nasty. They might be allergic to magic, or they might be. Cool. So those are so nice. Oh, I love those icons. Super cool. I'm gonna try well, Bonk doesn't have any magic. Maybe I do fast on Bonk, and that's it for this. And I'll hit this guy twice like that, and we'll see how much hit points they have. Yes, there we go. Quick shot. Nice. They don't have that many hit points, actually. I thought they would have more. Okay. And I don't remember what I was talking about. The wizards totally wiped my mind. But I still have my Oriental Adventures book. I still have my Player's Handbook. I still have my Blood Bowl figures. And if I bought anything else other than that, I don't know what it was. Crown! That's what I'm here for! Fuck yes. Because the fucking prince or something is all fucked up. He's sick. He needs his crown. Is that what it was? I can't remember. It was so long ago. That's what I'm here for. I can continue to explore this room. Hopefully I'm not fucking myself by doing that. And that's actually started like a long-term passion for the game, and I've played. I was playing 2nd edition at the time, and it was like it would have been like 92 or something like that, 91, 92, something like that. I've played the 2nd edition, and I played a bunch of games in the 2nd edition with different groups. And after getting out of high school, I was like, there was a lot of stuff happening in my life, and I stopped playing Dungeons and Dragons because I had moved to a new place where I didn't really know people. So there was a lot more video games, like solo video games. Got some gold. And I did meet new people, but I didn't start up a new game just because I was never the DM before that, right? And I always figured that it was like so much work and everything like that. And yeah, it is. But it's not as much work as it seems if you don't want it to be. Like I'm a DM now, and I really love DMing. But it's I've learned to take it easy as far as preparation goes, because the best laid plans are what is the expression? The best laid plans are always felled by fools, or some bullshit like that. And my players are all fools, right? They don't want to do the thing I've prepared actively. It's like, wait. Oh. Mystic Key is that an end game item? I can't remember when I get a Mystic Key. But I've encountered a couple of things like this that are locked away for like later. Can't remember. It wouldn't be the other side, right? No. What am I looking at? Oh, I see it. I see the door on the other side. Okay. It's just more mucks. This is fine. This is fine. I can't believe I got to the bottom level so easily. I just like made all the right choices. I just went down, and then I went down again. Like on south on the map. Twice, and I was just a guess. Like I don't remember how the fuck to do stuff here. Oh, all these bottom ones are gonna be locked with the Mystic Key. That's fine. Werewolves, they are poison bastards, so I don't know, let's kill them, I guess. Right? That's what you do with enemies. Yeah, no, I was telling a story, I don't remember what it was now. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh yeah. I played 2nd edition. And yeah, it was the DM stuff. So I started DMing with the 4th edition, which I believe it was not a mistake, but it was really difficult to DM the 4th edition because it is very math heavy, that one. And I am not a strong math guy, right? As another Mystic Key, I am gonna check all of them, because if I leave and its last one doesn't have a Mystic Key but has like a super sword of, you know, that a Saiyan might use or something, it didn't. I would have kicked myself. But yeah, so I started DMing with the 4th edition because we were playing. No, I started with the intention to DM. That's what it was. And I guess I was on my shit that time. I was like feeling myself, you know. And that's not always the case. I'm pretty often in my history, I have been a depressed little slug, right? But during this time, I must have been on some wild shit, you know? Because I was DMing, I was successfully DMing a whole campaign that had like a whole world, and it was in an existing world. I believe it was the Forgotten Realms. And it was, but it was like a whole campaign where there were like, you know, wheels turning even when the party was away. And I was figuring out the best way for me to do like combat and stuff. So there was a lot of the like different revisions of my game, and everything. 2 damage, 1 damage. Sorry, what is happening? Has this been the case the whole time? Should I run? Like, what is going on? The scums don't take much damage. I'm just gonna run. I don't think this was happening before, but I have been also like talking a lot, so I don't. Maybe I missed it. Oh, come on. Can't run. There we go. And let us pure ourselves. And reorder. So bonks at the top. And I want Yuffie at the bottom, even though it doesn't really matter. There we go. So there were a lot of iterations of the game that I was DMing, and it was so complicated because it was the 4th edition. I had a lot of balls in the air. Merlin's beard. The green oozes massively resist physical damage. Okay. Thank you very much, by the way. So magical... Like, I have fire too. Like, that would probably wipe them all out. But I've only got, like, 1 or 2 casts of that, right? Okay. So those crawls suck. I'm gonna hit like that. And welcome, Merlin's Beard 34, to multiplayer dungeon, where I am apparently eternally playing Final Fantasy. And a happy holidays and stuff if you celebrate anything around this time. If not, happy cold and short days. Okay, 1 hit should do that guy. And that guy's stunned on the bottom, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the 4th edition. So it was an experience. My game fell apart, mainly due to me having like an overload, right? Where I was like playing the game, but I started dreading what happens if they're all stunned? Is it game over if they're all stunned? God, I hope not. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Hold on. Fire 2. Fire 2. Fuck them all up. Don't stun. Okay. Yeah, it's obviously kills them. I don't know why I'm still tense. That would have ended my game, right? I think so. Fuck. But yeah, I think that game fell apart. And they're not still stunned, right? No. Okay, good. I'm gonna treat myself to a little bit of a heal, because that stressed me the fuck out. Just like the game that I was playing. When I was DMing 4th edition. And then 5th edition came out. Like, I stopped playing for a little while. 5th edition came out, and it was so user-friendly. And I was just playing the game as a character, as a PC, as they call it. No, I have to go down.